Hello, everyone, and welcome to another customer webinar. I'm Rocco DeRico, part of the customer marketing team. We have a very special presentation for you guys today. The topic today would be Work.AI brings human in the loop, presented by our wonderful product team, Vasil Romenyuk, our VP of Product Management, along with our product owner, Maria Cherame. This will be a great session that we continue. And if there's any future WorkFusion customers in the room, we hope that this gives you a taste of what that can look like. I just want to remind you that if you have any questions, we do have a Q&A section. So please feel free to fill that in throughout the call. And by all means, Vasil, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Rocco. Okay, so I mentioned this. It is 2023, and you have a brilliant idea that you want to share with the world. In the past, preparing a presentation like a TED Talk could have taken days or even weeks. But what I have told you that now, with the help of AI, you could create a presentation in just a few hours. And that's not all. You no longer need to rely on product marketing to explain your idea in a clear and non-technical way. You don't need copy editors or copywriters to proofread your text or designers to create your slides. With AI, you can do it all yourself. In fact, everything that I'm saying and showing to you right now has been generated by AI. In 2022, we witnessed the greatest revolution in AI since its inception, with developments such as ChatGPT, DALL-E, and GitHub Copilot, making AI more accessible than ever before. This has had tremendous applications that we are still struggling to fully comprehend, and new use cases for AI continue to emerge at an unprecedented rate. On the left-hand side of the screen, you may notice some poorly written text that I started with, which has been reworked in a TED style by ChatGPT. I only needed to make a few minor tweaks to achieve this. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see DALL-E. I have provided a description of the image that needs to be generated. And then I selected the one that appears the least creepy out of 4 options. And that's the one that you have seen on the previous slide. It is crucial, though, to bear in mind that in both of the examples I have presented, I provided the AI with a clear and precise input. And then I performed a bit of quality assurance and correction. This highlights the importance of providing the AI with accurate and relevant information to ensure the optimal outcomes. By doing so, we can enhance the performance and effectiveness of AI and ultimately achieve better results. We should view artificial intelligence as a co-pilot or co-worker rather than a replacement for humans. While AI can help reduce the workload, it is essential that humans remain in control and maintain their grip on the steering wheel. It is unlikely that AI will achieve full autonomy in the pharmaceutical or financial industries within the next decade, as it requires specialized industry-specific knowledge. AI models are trained on a vast amount of data, but they may still lack domain-specific knowledge. Humans who are experts in a particular field can provide valuable insights that can be incorporated into the model to improve its accuracy. But going back to the deck, even though ChatGPT has polished a lot of text, I had to guide it explicitly on the narrative and storyline. It will not come up with the story itself. There are also significant ethical and intellectual property questions that must be addressed. AI models may generate inappropriate or biased content. Humans are needed to ensure that the output generated by the model is ethical, fair, and free from any unintended biases. Furthermore, when dealing with hard facts, AI is prone to misinformation, which is a common concern that must be taken seriously. While AI models have significantly improved in terms of accuracy and reliability, they're not perfect. Human oversight is necessary to ensure the quality of the output generated by the model. For example, humans may need to verify that the model's output is appropriate for a specific context or situation and correct any errors or biases that may arise. Despite its technical jargon, the concept of human in the loop remains a critical element of any successful AI infrastructure. Humans are responsible for providing input to AI, training it, verifying and correcting mistakes, and of course, checking its quality. particularly when AI is operating autonomously in production. This human oversight ensures that AI remains accountable and effective while minimizing the risk of errors or unintended consequences. One of the major hurdles in implementing AI within an enterprise setting is the complexity of establishing a human-in-the-loop infrastructure. This requires not only significant investment of time and resources, but also careful integration into existing business processes. Without proper integration, this infrastructure could potentially hinder productivity and result in slower rather than faster workflows. Therefore, it is critical to ensure that any human-in-the-loop systems are properly designed and integrated to maximize their potential benefits. The three key questions that will most likely be asked by an executive are, first of all, how can we seamlessly integrate this technology into our daily operations? It is essential to ensure that the technology does not disrupt our existing workflows, but instead enhances them. Secondly, we must consider how we can motivate and empower our workforce to effectively utilize this technology. The success of any technological implementation relies heavily on the human element, and it is crucial that our employees are equipped with the skills and knowledge necessary to fully leverage the technology's potential. Lastly, we must consider the financial implications of implementing this technology. It is important to strike a balance between the initial investment and the cost-saving benefits that the technology can deliver over time. We must ensure that we do not overspend on implementation and fail to reap the anticipated benefits. Successfully implementing human-in-the-loop capabilities within an enterprise setting is a key strength of the Work.AI platform, which we refer to as digital worker collaboration. By facilitating seamless collaboration between humans and machines, Workfusion digital workers provide a powerful tool for streamlining complex workflows and boosting productivity. There are three primary ways in which humans can collaborate with their digital worker colleagues. First of all, during the initial onboarding and education process, humans can help to train and familiarize digital workers with the specific requirements and nuances of their roles. Secondly, quality assurance and validation are essential during the iteration phase to ensure that digital workers are functioning correctly and providing accurate results. And finally, humans can engage with the digital workers to receive decision support, leveraging their unique capabilities to make informed and effective choices. During today's demonstration, we aim to showcase the best practices for onboarding and engaging with the digital workers with the Workfusion. To lead the demonstration, I'm pleased to introduce my colleague, Maria Shermet, who acts as a product manager for digital worker collaboration. And Maria will walk us through the demo and provide valuable insights on how to optimize the interaction between human workers and digital colleagues. Over to Maria.
Today, I'm going to show you a workspace, an application where a human can interact with digital workers. It can be viewed as a virtual office for an operational specialist. Workspace is aimed to reduce the time spent on routine tasks and organize the workflow in the most efficient way. So let's have a look into our workspace. So the first thing you see when you open Workspace is the list of requests and tasks from digital worker. As the long list of tasks can be frustrating, Workspace provides a number of mechanisms to categorize and allocate tasks into preferred queues. As Workspace has roles with a different set of permissions, it can be used both by operational specialists and their managers. So let's imagine that I am department manager. I'm in charge of financial risk management department, and I need to distribute the tasks among my subordinates. So the first thing I do, I search for adverse media monitoring task with the help of our filters, and we'll save this into a queue. Let's call it AMM. Then I can share this queue with my subordinates. And also I can get a link and share it via email. Also, I have a newcomer Mary, and I'd like her to take a training task. So I search for training task and assign it to her. Now let's imagine that I am an operational specialist, so I will log in as another user. So as an operational specialist, I start my day with a workspace. The first thing I need to check is the tasks assigned to me. I have a dedicated section for that. First, I need to process the most urgent tasks, and I have this grouping toggle for that. Thus, on the top of the list, I will see the tasks of the highest priorities. Also, I need to process expiring soon tasks first, so I select this sorting and proceed to the tasks one by one. Also, my manager asked me to take this queue of the assignment to process them during the day. Let's have a closer look inside the task. I have an example of adverse media monitoring task. This is the task that already been processed by digital worker. He did the screening against the negative information regarding this person called Alexander Morris to figure out does this person could be involved in some potential crime. So as you can see, digital bot already filtered out 13 news that are false positive, but in 7 cases he's not sure about this article. So I need to do, as a human, an additional investigation based on keywords and the confidence score that came from digital bot, and then provide my decision. Another example of manual task could be email triage. Here, digital bot looked through the emails and extract some information related to transaction. I need to check it to verify its correctness and add some missing ones. How do those manual tasks are created? We provide a special tool called Manual Task Builder to automation specialists, where we have a library with templates, basic components, and layouts. And as simple as just drag and dropping, I can create a various number of manual tasks. So I just create a single doc. For example, I'd like to add some columns and some text field here. Also, the task can be configured in different ways. For example, I can change the layout to horizontal. I also can provide conditionals, rules, some data validation, and so on. To sum up, I would like to say that Workspace, together with Manual Task Builder, is a powerful but yet simple tool that helps to allocate the work in a more meaningful way. So that's it with my demo. I will pass the floor to Rocco.
Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. And of course, to Vasil as well. Once again, if you have any questions, please submit them in the Q&A section, and we can also reply back post the webinar. This concludes our webinar for today. Thank you for joining, and be on the lookout for our recording and future webinar topics.